we bringing you another Boss Candy show. And
sit back, relax.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Y'all sit back and get ready for the show.
That makes me wonder why we separated, or am I faded? You shine so bright, it's an understatement. Single is overrated. If you get too close, my baby might let you take me back.
Yes, indeed. What's up, Candy? What's up? How you doing?
Hey, boss, I'm good. I'm a little shaky on the intro, but I'm ready.
I thought the intro was perfect, man. I really did.
Yeah,
I really did.
you think so?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
dope.
then
Yeah,
it's perfect then.
Another one, man. Do I have my button? I'm pretty sure I do. I know I do. Let me see.
Another one.
Yeah, we got another one. So we gonna be talking about obviously the Arizona Cardinals, and we gonna talk about obviously how we can beat them, or maybe could we even be beat? Is that a possibility, Ken? Is that even a possibility?
Us getting beat?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Is that a possibility?
I mean, no, I don't think so. Not even a little bit.
I think it's
Just gonna put that out there now.
I think it's maybe one thing that can beat us. I'm gonna talk about it. It's only
Okay.
one.
If you want to be the antagonist, have at it.
Nah, I'm serious. It's only one thing that can beat us. I'm serious.
Okay.
So
I'm ready to hear it.
yeah, we go get into that first, man. I think we should. We go get into that first thing first. I guess we'll call it the good and the bad.
You doubling it up today?
Got to. You know how we gonna do it. We gonna double everything up. It's Boss Candy Show. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, here we go. All right, Candy. So I guess we gonna start it off, man. Who can beat Dallas? We gonna even start.
Nobody.
Can we? You say
No way.
nobody. Who can beat Dallas? You say nobody can beat Dallas. Cause I'm serious. Let me look at the chat too. Let me look at the chat. I want to see what the chat's saying. I want to know. I'm gonna even pull up the schedule. We gonna start with Arizona, but then we gonna look at other stuff too. Let me pull up the everything real quick. I'm pulling it up, y'all. Okay, I see y'all coming in the building. I ain't had y'all up. That's my fault. All right. So my question is, who can beat Dallas? And I'm looking at the chat now. Who can beat? And can Arizona beat Dallas? Cause I know who can beat Dallas. And so I'm gonna even do this. I got the schedule up, Candy.
Okay. Please and thank you.
So we got the schedule up. Who can beat Dallas? So we got the Cardinals.
I feel like
We got the Patriots. We got. Can San Fran beat Dallas?
they could, but they're not.
Okay.
The Eagles could, but they're not.
What about Chargers? Will Kelly Moore get his revenge?
No. But you're supposed to be telling us how Arizona can be Dallas.
I know. I'm looking at it. I don't know, man. I'm just being greedy.
You're just standing in the flame right now.
No, I'm really asking a real question because, okay, let's go back to Arizona then.
No, go ahead.
No. I want to keep going. because I'm having fun with this. So Can Philly beat Dallas? Yes, they can. I think they can. I think if anybody, Philly would probably have the formula. If anybody could,
Don't say that.
They do got the
say
formula.
that.
They got the formula. Cause I'm gonna tell you right, and I'm just being honest. They definitely got the formula. They got the formula. You have to have a superior offensive line to beat Dallas. You have to, and they do. They do. They got a superior offensive line. They do. And I'm not saying they go beat us, but I'm saying they could beat us.
It's going to be hard. Okay. I can see that, but really Jalen Hurts was different.
He looked different?
No, I'm saying that was the problem. He was our big problem last year because we didn't really stop him running. Quarterback sneak and all of that. That just was a no-go for us with them.
Yeah.
But I'm confident we can stop them this year.
But
they could beat us, but they're not.
Yeah, and see, my boy Trey said, and we just talking, but we ain't even really got into our subjects yet. We just kind of just having a general conversation. Trey said, and I agree with this comment. My boy Trey said, we going 4-0 into San Fran. I can see that pretty easily. Mm-hmm. But can I, because I'm looking at the chat, I don't see, I'm liking a lot of the answers I'm getting, and I'm agreeing with y'all. All right. I think I know who can beat Dallas.
Who? Mirrors?
What's in the mirror?
I don't know yet. I don't
Dallas
see it.
can only beat themselves.
Oh, wow. I see what you tried.
You like that? It took me a while to kind of set that up. But yeah, I meant that though. Yeah, you was like, what's in the mirror? You.
Okay.
You. What do you look at? When you look in the mirror, yourself. That's who can beat Dallas.
I don't think that's going to happen this year, though.
Whoa.
Because I said this year.
Talk.
Our team is a lot more disciplined than they've been in the past. And our coaching staff is a lot more in tune with the team. And they have more control. Like Mike McCarthy is, as we see, completely in control.
Mm-hmm.
This season. Well, not completely, but you know what I mean, on the offensive side of the ball. So that hasn't been a problem. We've seen a lot of versatility with that. And in the past, that's like him, I won't say bumping heads with the offensive coordinator, but now that he is the head coach and offensive coordinator, that's just a smooth front that we can present on the field. And I feel like our guys are real disciplined, even though we had that conversation about Michael Parsons' podcast last show. He doesn't bring that saying that 100% what it is.
Hold on real quick. We having some issues with your Wi-Fi. Is that your Wi-Fi? Because you're going in and out. And it's your first time going in and out. You kind of acting like the OC today. My boy say, shout out to Boss going live when I got time, man. Anytime, big dog. Anytime, man. Hopefully I caught you on the day off because I always catch you working, Paul. Yeah, how you, sound check. Candy, how you doing? Just real quick. We got to sound check you real quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. All right. I think it was, just, did you pay your phone bill?
You mean the internet bill? Yes.
Okay. And then Nevela said, Miss Thane, do you have a channel?
I do have a channel. Not channel.
Oh, look at your cat. Oh, what you
Candy's
say?
locker room. Don't do it with the noise. Boss, we gotta talk football. Okay,
Cat couch your tongue.
See, I tried to divert. It's Candy's CANDYS locker room. Or Candy Lamb. At Candy Lamb on YouTube. Candy Y.
Yeah. Yeah. But Yeah, so yeah, y'all make sure
You
y'all
know,
follow.
I'm getting.
What?
I'm nothing. Keep going.
Yeah, but you see your Wi-Fi acting up, you get tongue twisted. You
Well, what
tripping
I was
today. You
saying
tripping.
is basically the Cowboys are presenting more of a united front this season.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
missed it, that's what I said in the gist.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Now, I also want to kind of play something and just kind of just go back and forth with you, homie. Because I see some momentum building and I just want to get your thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to go back and forth with you on this on probably a couple of different angles. So let's go.
This Cowboys team is better than any Cowboys team I have ever seen. Played against the Cowboys 13, 14, 15. Retired from the NFL in 2016. Started working for the Cowboys, one Frisco way out in Frisco at the Star 16 and 17. I saw the Cowboys be 13 and 3 in 2016, and that 2016 team cannot touch. That cannot tie the sandal of this 2023 team. This Cowboys team is elite. If I've ever seen a Super Bowl team, this is what one looks like. Defense. If I've 2023 team, this Cowboys team is elite. If 2023 team, this Cowboys team is elite. 2023 team, this Cowboys team is elite. If 2023 team, this Cowboys team is elite. If I've ever seen a Super Bowl team, this is what one looks like. Defense. Dominating, 70-10 combined scores first 2 weeks. Offense, not turning the ball over. Special teams being special. There's no better team in football, in my mind, than this Cowboys team.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
And let me hear your take on it first.
Oh, you want to hear me first?
Yes. I have my thoughts about the 2016.
My thoughts is I don't like it.
No?
Even though they tell
Why
me the
not?
truth. I
Why
just
don't
don't
you
like
like
it.
it?
I don't like it because don't jump on the bandwagon now. It's like too many of them TV personalities spend way too much time using us for ratings.
Mm-hmm.
And talking like we was a suspect team as we was making fantastic moves. So it's like the only people that I want talking like that is Cowboy Nation. I don't want my enemies talking like that. I'm just being honest. I hate it. Like it annoys me. It annoys me because we was elite in the offseason too.
Mm-hmm.
We was elite when we went 12-5 twice. We was 2 games away from the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And we got no respect for that from none of them. So then, now that you see the product in your face to where you can't deny it, now you want to jump on the balls. And I ain't, I'm just being honest, but he didn't tell no lies.
Yeah.
We are elite. This is one of the best Dallas Cowboy teams that he's ever seen. Maybe not me, but definitely him. You know what I mean? Like, for real, this is, for sure, a Super Bowl built squad. He ain't tell no lies, but that's how I feel about it. I almost got on the soapbox. What's your thoughts?
I honestly, I'm not mad at it because it is what it is. In the media, they're going to talk about.
Man, yo, internet. Can you say that again? Say that again.
Listen, though, they're going to talk about the Cowboys. The Cowboys is probably the most talked about team in the media, and it hasn't always been good. But I did kind of plan on what you said. I did like the 2016 comment because it that brings up. That's what, and even myself, everyone has compared that to his 2016 performance. And so it's kind of like a full circle move. They're saying, oh, they're better than the 2016 Dallas Cowboys, which, Dak was elite then, obviously, and I think he's elite now, but the media has it. So I think it's interesting that they're saying this is a great 2016 team when they've also said in 2016, we don't have we're stuck on 2016 Dak. Well, if we're stuck on 2016 Dak, what Dak do we have today? That is making you say that we're Super Bowl bound.
Yeah,
So it's like I like it, but
go ahead.
But and then the people have to have the "I told you so" moment. I told you so moments. We're 2 games in. We're about to be 3 games into the season. If they jump on later, then it's gonna be obvious. Hey, you're jumping on the bandwagon. But if they're saying what everyone is seeing and thinking now, then they won't be late to the party or too late to the party. Yeah. And you can't deny this year. You cannot you can't deny watching those 2 games. And knowing that they weren't just a luck, and how good our defense is, how improved our O-line is from 2 years ago, you can't look at the Cowboys and say they're a low caliber team. We're not.
You can't. You can't even act like we kind of, because they try to make it sound like we the same old.
Yeah.
They'll say, it's been 27 years since you guys ever sniffed us NFC Championship. It was 30 years since we won 12 games back to back too, but we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like,
and then there's the whole conversation. There's a whole conversation with, if we win this next game against Arizona, we'll be 3-0, and the last time we were 3-0, we went 8-8, and the Cowboys did have a bout where we went 8-8 a couple of times, but that's not.
Nah, it ain't gonna be the case.
Yeah.
Cause the way I see us, Candy, I think honestly, and I'm being all the way honest, I keep going back to I keep thinking about what Thad told me. We were sitting in training camp, and he was like, "Boss man, I don't see nobody." He said, "I looked at the schedule. I don't see us losing to nobody."
Yeah.
And I'm keeping it real. I was like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? But now that the season started and I'm looking at all these other teams, and I'm looking at them, right? Where you can see the product. You can see the off-season moves. Kansas City not better. For example.
Yeah.
Philly is not looking the same. Keeping it real. This not hating on Philly. Philly offense is not what it was. They defense playing good. That offense, you know what I mean? New England looking sus. I'm just talking about the product I see so far. Maybe it changes, and obviously it will change as the season go on. But how can we deny what we seeing?
It's right there. Yeah.
You can't deny it. You
visual proof.
You said what?
I said the visual proof. Yes.
The visual proof, right? It's in your face.
And that's what I'm saying about the media. You can't deny it. They can't. They would seem like they weren't good at their jobs if they came on and talked about everybody else being Super Bowl contenders except for the obvious team, the Cowboys. And that's not me just speaking as a Dallas Cowboys fan. That's just fact. Everyone is saying it because everyone is seeing it.
Yeah. And see, and this is the thing, and I've been saying this for a minute. I got all kind of receipts of saying we go win the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I don't talk like that. I don't go into the off season every year on that. No, this was my first year. Like, no, Dallas is the best team. And listen, because once they got Gilmore and Cooks, I was like, bro, y'all put that on top of what we already are? Yeah. What? Wait. Right?
That's just the insurance that we needed.
And then they got Mozzie? I was like, and he ain't even the guy that's the glue yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I was just looking at our moves, and then we got rid of Kellen Moore and kept Mike McCarthy. I was like, that is Super Bowl moves, and I was serious. And then all of a sudden they talking like this now. I don't like it.
Well, it's gonna be there.
I want them to keep talking. You know what I really want? I want them to continue to disrespect us. That's what I want. I want them to just you ever work for somebody that it didn't matter what you did, it wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That's how they was treating us. I want them to keep that up. You know what I mean?
But it's not going to happen.
I know they go jump on it. They are.
It's not going to happen. So
you right.
You just got to woosah and let that go. Let it go.
I gotta let it go.
Yes. Because now we're becoming like that.
I'm cool with that.
We're talking about.
See, because I'm petty. I'm cool with that. Like revenge. I'm cool with revenge. See, you might not be cool with it. So, you turn the other cheek. You one of those turn the other Chicos. I'm not.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, yes, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just big on. I will debate, but there has to be a debate there.
Ooh.
And I like
that.
It's and I don't debate for the sake of arguing or going back and forth. Like I want to hear your point. I want you to hear my point.
See, we different, and that's cool. We different.
I know, Scorpio.
Hey, Scorpios, we run the world. You know what they say about Scorpios?
I do.
Yep. All right. And I got y'all super chats. I see it stacking up. All right, so getting into the next thing that I definitely wanted to get into. I'm excited to talk about this, and trust me, we gonna talk about Arizona. Y'all don't think we did our homework on Arizona. See, Arizona, one of them teams, Candy, let's not even lie. Isn't Arizona one of them teams that when you scout them, you kind of like this?
Uh-huh. Playing them, scouting them. It was not very interesting watching the film.
But I'm gonna keep it real. We do have to be careful. I'm being honest, y'all. I'm being honest. We have to be very careful because that dude right there can get you beat. That mirror. See, because this is such thing as coming into games flat and overconfident and running into a team that's motivated. You know what I'm saying? That does happen in the NFL, you know? So we got to keep our eye out on the mirror because it's only that mirror, you know what I mean? But outside the mirror, I ain't worried about it. But I can't wait till we talk about this. So we got some content ready to talk about with that Arizona, but I want to get into something else. This is so interesting to me. Ms. Lockhart said, "Hey, Boss and Candy, what's up, Ms. Lockhart? I see everybody saying what's up." And then, man, my boss said, "This show is I appreciate that, big dog." Yeah, man. That's because of Candy though. She the one that make it the you know. She the one that make it that. You know, I don't want to say that word. I can only.
Guys, this is going to be my last show because Boss promised me that he would not make that disgusting noise. It's disgusting. It's not professional.
But that's what he said. He said it was that noise.
No, that noise is not professional.
I'm not professional. So what we talking?
Yes, you are.
No,
yes,
I'm not.
You are.
Well, not today. I am professional.
No, you can't say that because people are gonna log off and say, "Oh, he's not professional. We can't."
You ain't gotta be professional. Huh? No. This is. See, listen. This is why people. You know why people. You know why people vibe with this channel? Because they get. Nah, I ain't gonna say because it's not professional. It's professional. In some ways.
See?
But in a lot of ways, they rock with this channel because they know we are authentic. I won't make that fart noise no more though because I know that really agitates you. But it was just perfect though. It was perfect because he said this show is the So I was like, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back to football. Did you have something to say?
No.
Okay. I want to get to this. and dig into this some more. Now, I showed this on the Final Word yesterday. Shout out to G-Bag Nation. Also, shout out to you, Brian Brothers. I really appreciate it because I reached out to Brian for more confirmation, and he sent it. And so I'm going to show y'all what he sent, and we're going to discuss it. But I'm going to play this. We're going to talk about this from a couple of different angles. But I played this yesterday, but we're going to get into it heavier, hopefully, today. Here we go.
The hour. Pat McAfee, are you buying the hype? Micah Parsons with McAfee, and then Jimmy on the Cowboys. He was on with Cow Turd. So that's coming up here at the top of the hour as we take a look at Cowboys Twitter. Here's the Chief with a little football.
So this is one of my favorite things that I've seen in regards to the Cowboys defense. They have what's called havoc rate. Havoc rate. And it takes tackles for loss or no gain, plus forced fumbles, plus interceptions, plus pass deflections, plus pressures divided by the total plays. And the Cowboys are number 1 at 80%.
My God.
And number 2 is the Saints at 59%. Everybody else you see is like a half a percentage difference between the team ahead of them or whatever. Everything's very, very close, like under 60% for sure. But the Cowboys lead the way so far through 2 weeks with a havoc rate of 80%. 80% of the time, they're either you're gaining no yards, or we're going to tackle you for a loss, or we're going to defend the pass and knock it down, or we're going to get a pick, or we're going to pressure you. They're just ridiculous, and it all obviously starts with Micah, but this whole defense feels like it moves at a different speed than everything else that's on the field.
I'll tell you what I've been most impressed about this defense, and you could talk about the pressures and the havoc and all that. There have been teams that have gotten down to 3rd and 1 and tried to run the ball and can't get 1 yard on to get a first down.
Big takeaway.
That's, I mean, if you want to talk about, for so many years they talked about building toughness around here. Being a tougher team, that is just, we're winning that side of the line of scrimmage.
I think it was the Jets' second possession where they ran on first down for 9 yards and had to punt.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
That get its own beat.
So you like that media? You like that media take?
Yeah, I told Brian too. I was like, Brian. Oh, let me tell
I
you
like
why
the havoc rate of 80%.
A havoc rate, and it makes sense. So this is the thing. I'm a finance major, right? So I got a degree in finance. So it's a lot of stats that don't ever move me. Ever, because I can read through and I can see the we will win it. I gotta hit my button on that. I got to.
Oh, you see this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
I can see through it, Candy. I can see through it. I promise you. Like it's certain. And my boy Trey Fargo say the hell is the havoc rate. I'm explaining because it actually makes sense.
They broke it down pretty well.
It's a very logical thing. See, because it's something that don't make sense that I never pay attention to. I never pay attention to quarterback expected rate. I never, because you know what? Who created the expectation? What was the data that created the expectation? And they say, did you play above expectation? They got a stat for that. But the expectation could be a higher bar. So for instance, Dak's expectation might be higher than, let's say, Kyler Murray, right? So if Murray have a good game, it's gonna say his expected, rate was high. That's because you had him lower than Dak. You see what I'm saying? So some stuff I throw out. It's junk stats.
Yeah.
It's junk. No, this one makes sense. It makes sense. So shout out to Professor O.
You have a bit of a echo there.
I do?
Yeah. It's just when you pull away.
Do y'all hear echo? Before I keep going, because I'm going to show some stuff on this expected rate.
It's better now.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna show some stuff on this expected rate. So, Brian Brothers, he sent me this right here, right? So, one of the conversation tools they got it from 80%, right? So, but the havoc rate is basically where you take a lot of the defensive plays and you add them all together and you divide them by the total number of plays. It makes sense because basically all you really doing with the simplicity of that formula, what you really doing is saying how many times did your defense cause problems? Like, think of it like that. So when you have forced fumbles or interceptions or pass deflections or pressures, all of those things happened in a particular play. Sometimes you had two of them at once. You see what I'm saying? So it's showing how much disruption your defense is doing, especially because you can compare it to others per total plays. It makes sense. You get me on that, Candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I'm explain this. You go see different numbers on this because different people put in different things into the havoc formula. So we go talk about it just a little bit. So this came from my boy Professor O. All right, cause I say stuff, Candid. I be dead serious. People think I be playing. I say I'm like Ronald Reagan. I do trust you, but I do verify. That was one of the best things. Yeah, Ronald Reagan said that's a famous statement. My mama said, I said, we both said, we stand by it. I trust you, but I verify. Right?
Yeah.
So when I heard, yeah, you have to. So I heard the 80%. I reached out to Brian Brothers. Hey, Brian, say, man. So where you get that? Where'd that come from? And so I reached out to all my stat guys, Professor O, you know. But Professor O went out his way. He sent me the whole
layout.
Everything.
The whole layout.
The whole layout. And this is the thing. When you break this down, Candy, even if you don't look at it by rate, right? Because on this one, they have us still highest in the league at 49%, right? Number one in the league. But if you break it down, like, compare our sacks to everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Then you say, okay, hurries. It's a couple of teams look like they got us on that. Okay? But then tackles for loss. Like, that's clear we're number one. Pass breakups, we top 2. Interceptions, we're number 1. Forced fumbles, we tied for 2.
Yeah.
So when you add it all up, you can really add all of this up. That's how you do. You add it up and say, okay, when you add it all up, divided by the number of plays, what's the percentage of plays that y'all doing disruptive shit?
Basically.
Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah.
And those numbers are only going to get better as the season progresses.
I hope so. But what's your thoughts on that so far? Because I don't want to keep talking. Because I really got into the havoc rate, and I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Because that's
honestly, I'd never heard of the havoc rate.
Yeah, me too. My first
I
time
learned something new, but I like it because it can be a point of I told you so, or a point of bragging rights for the Cowboys, our defense, and it kind of breaks down really everything our defense is doing on the field. Yes, everybody's saying, oh, the Cowboys defense is the best in the league, or possibly the best in the league. They're really good, but this really puts it into perspective with the numbers.
Yeah.
And in comparison to the other teams. So when you say the Dallas Cowboys defense is the best in the league, like, okay, we see that visually, but what's the numbers? Well, we have this many sacks, we have this many hurries, and so on and so on.
Yeah. And so shout out to Brian Brothers and Professor O. Really appreciate them.
Thank you.
Community work too. I want to also say that this is community work, like where we had a relationships with each other, where I can hear something from Brian and I can go directly to him and go to Professor O, and Professor O was out with his kids and was like, man, I got you. And he was with his kids. You know what I mean? It just show you the power of the community, man, when we stick together and share resources, you know, you know, because I was educated, but then I dug into it even more. So I want to talk about a couple of things too.
Let's get it.
Going back a little bit to the havoc rate and looking at the sack.
Okay.
So right now we got 10, right?
I know where you're going, I think. Go ahead.
You think you know where I'm going?
I think so. Go ahead.
Yep. I went exactly where you thought I was. Right? So
Right.
the sack record is 63. If you divide 10 into 2, that's 5. So that's the average sacks per game, and it can tell you the pace we on. We on a
Exactly.
5 sack pace per game. You multiply that times 17. That's 80. We are right now ahead of the sack record by 17. Are we gonna keep that pace? I don't know. It's gonna be hard. 80?
Not too hard.
Yeah. 80? Yeah, that's a lot.
We might not hit 80. I don't want to be overzealous,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But to see the Cardinals, they offensive line,
but
allegedly.
I don't know. You know what? We could though, because our pass rush looks good, and it's not just Michael Parsons. Everybody is looking faster. Tank, Armstrong, of course, Michael Parsons. They're just getting to quarterback second.
Yeah.
Of course, I've timed it, so it's possible.
Yeah, we got 17 games, 17 game season. Yeah. That's why I said pace, the pace. So we got 15 games left, but you got to divide 10 into 2 and then multiply times 17 to get your pace. Because the 10 already count for 2 games. That's how the math works. You know what I mean? When you trying to look at a pace, you got to divide the current into what happened and then multiply forward. You know, and that'll tell you what pace you're on. So we on pace for 80 sacks, and the record right now is 63. And I'm gonna say something, Candy, real quick. Micah, in my opinion, is the key to it. He is. Yes, I think he is the key to it. I think Micah is the glue to all them sacks. I agree. Without Micah, I still say we good. I still say we do damage. But Micah, and the fact that they moving him all around, and they have to account for him, and all the numbers change on that offense as he moves around. He creates with the movement and using them like a chess piece, in my opinion, just chaos and one-on-ones. You know?
Right.
Plus, you can use Micah on your weakest lineman because he could attack you from any gap. He can attack you all over that front. So if your left guard is weak, well, you go see a lot of Micah this week. If your right guard is weak the week after, then you go see Micah. If your tackle is weak, your left tackle is weak, well, you go see Micah. You know, so Micah to me is the key to us breaking that sack record. And I think as long as they keep moving him around and as long as Mike is healthy, I think it's a wrap for that record. I think we go bust it wide open
Knock on wood.
And this is the main thing. It ain't just a record. It ain't just a record. It's not just a havoc rate. What have we all been saying our whole life? Defense wins championships. Y'all should have saw Candy. Boy, Candy start smiling so big.
Hey, listen. Defense wins championships, right? I like that.
Yeah.
I think we need that on the shirt, really.
Yeah.
I think we need that on the shirt.
Yeah, we need that for the shirt. Yeah. So basically, for all the things we talked about, Ocho, let's just sum it up before we get into the Cardinals, and then we'll get into the super chats we have. So, what's your final thoughts on the Ocho? You good? You bad good?
I'm good.
You good? I'm bad.
I'm good on it.
You good? You see, you see. Go
ahead.
That's because you have a future in television. You gotta play them politics. See, I ain't gonna play them politics with them boss. See, I ain't got no future. Well, I might have future in television. I ain't gonna speak that on myself.
That.
I ain't gonna say that on myself. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. I would be so different. I would be so different. They'd be like, "Ooh, he different." I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different." And guess what? I'm appealing to people that like you to be yourself.
I'm myself.
I know you are.
This is me.
But you're not gonna fold me like my boy, like a cheap wallet.
Through and through, I'm an optimist probably until I can't be one. So, I mean,
all right.
Especially being a Cowboys fan. Hate to say it, but y'all know we've had a rough season, and optimism just gets you through.
Yeah, optimism does get you through. It does, sure. So yeah, and on the defense, that's obvious, because we gonna always give you the good, the good bad, or the bad good. The defense, that's obvious. The havoc rate, we ain't even gotta ask. We good on that.
We're on pace to keep going.
Yeah, we on.
It's only gonna get better. I mean, knock on wood, but it's only we're so solid at defense. I'm so happy with our defense. It's just like so good to be able to watch the game and not have to worry about, how is our defense? You know, are they gonna be good at this? Be able to get the quarterback? Are they gonna be able to? Well, I know they work on the edge still a little bit, but I feel secure with that.
No, the defense on point.
What are you reading over there?
Chats.
You're supposed to wait for the chats. You cheating?
I'm supposed to wait? No,
Yeah,
I got all chats over here, not just the super chats. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, man. So my boy Lost in Translation, he gave a real good compliment to you, Candy. He said, "Man, oh man, I was scrolling and my preview said, 'Come hither, Boss Cowboy. Who is this woman?'" That's Candy. She's
Hi guys.
Tell them about your channel, Candy. Yeah, you know. So
well, this is our second year doing Boss Candy. Shout out to Boss. Love working with him. But I also have my own channel that I'm going to get back to. It's Candy's Locker Room, CANDYS Locker Room, or at Candy LAMB CANDY flipped on YouTube. So either the ad or type in Candy's Locker Room. But thank y'all.
All right. So then he said, if the Cowboys dominate the time of possession, then won't that affect the sack opportunities? Yes, in a good way.
Yes.
But
I mean, at least have.
This what I'm. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This is what I mean by that, big dog. that's the problem that most of us had with Kellen Moore. Is that his offense was so fast that it was wearing our defense down. So when you dominate the time of possession on offense like Mike McCarthy did, what is your defense doing? Resting. So that means every time Micah and them out there, they're fresh as hell.
And our pacing looks so much better. The pace of our offense is just so smooth. Dak has time to sit there in the pocket and make those throws and decide, what he wants to do with the ball. Like, kudos to our O-line. Kudos. Doing a great job.
Kudos. So anyway, man, it's gonna help us. It's gonna help us, bro. And like last year, guess who the number one team was in defense in terms of allowing points and yards in the first quarter?
Tell the people.
Dallas. So it is clear when Dallas, and what's the common denominator of all first quarters, Candy?
What?
Everybody fresh. The common denominator of all first quarters is everybody fresh. So is it a coincidence that every time we came out fresh, we whoop teams? We dominate them in the first quarter on defense. That's because we rested. So the time of possession, Mike McCarthy literally kept the ball for 3/4 of the game. But what was our D doing every time they walked out there?
Refreshed, dominating,
killing them. It wasn't
because last season I felt bad for Michael Parsons. He was out of breath and still trying to go in and give it to them. But
he was wore out. He was banged up. Y'all see.
That's how he got that hamstring, situation at the end, because we were overusing him. Really, he wasn't getting time to rest last year. Now it's a nice smooth pace.
It's smooth.
I just love this here.
And this is coming from Mike McCarthy. See, Mike McCarthy, and I said this all the time last year. I feel so good to say it this year, but in the best light. I said this all last year, Candy. I used to say Kellen Moore was a married man still acting like he's single. You ever see that?
And you know what else you said
Candy,
last
you ever see
year?
that? Like with married dudes.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Okay, but I'm saying, you ever see a married man and he married, but he out there with the homies like he ain't married? You be like, bro, go home, bro.
I hope not. Y'all better be out there being good men to your wives.
Yeah. But yeah.
But maybe excluding.
But I've seen it. I put it like this. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. I ain't gonna tell it.
What?
But it's goofy. No, I'm saying like when you married, but you acting single, like you look weird.
Oh, I was like, I'm not married. No.
I'm saying no. I'm saying I ain't no snitch. Like I ain't gonna say which one of my homies. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
Don't do that to them.
Nah, I ain't gonna snitch out the homies. But I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's goofy, and that's how Kellen Moore was, where he was calling the offense for him. He was in the hurry up. He was like, I'm trying to score as many points as possible. So be damn if we only let 10 seconds off the clock. And our defense gotta go right back out there. He didn't care. It was about him. Mike McCarthy's the opposite.
Last year, you spoke a lot about the hints that Mike McCarthy threw out in the press conferences at the end of the game. And you were absolutely right. You'd say, he's trying to tell us something. He's trying to hint. That's not his game plan. And now that we're here in this new season with McCarthy as the OCDC, that wasn't his game plan. That wasn't what he was influenced with. He was just letting Kellen Moore, do his job. But he didn't agree with it. Now we see completely different offense.
Hey, lost in translation, which part of the thumbnail got your attention? Pause. I shouldn't even be asking you that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, cause I think I'm cleaner than you. I'm cleaner than you. I look so much more dapper than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaner than you by a mile. Like, I know you think you're doing something with the little hattie whack. But man, listen, man.
Y'all, he made this and he's so proud. Please do some clapping emojis in the.
I would clap for myself. I would clap for myself. But no, say, boss looking like the sixth heartbeat. Don't do me like that, dog. Look what he said. He say, boss looking like the sixth heartbeat.
I mean,
hey man, don't be talking about my slick, dog. Hold on, I missed the super chat. I'm gonna get to the super chat. Hold on real quick. Let me find it. I missed the super chat. Let me go get that real quick. They say we got 163 people watching. Only 112 likes. We need to get that up. All right, man. Let's get into these super chats, man. I don't see you super chat, Trey. Trey, go ahead and leave your comment again, bro, and I'll go ahead and stick your stuff in there, man. We finna get into the super chat session of the show, big dog. So my bad, I don't even see it, Trey, but put your comment in there, man, and we'll fit it on in there. All right, hold on real quick, let me see. All right, here we go, man. Let's go ahead and get into these super chats.
Super chat. Sweet discussions.
Oh my God!
All right, so we got a few super chats. Let's get right into them. Now, when I'm reading these, I won't be able to see any new ones. So the first super chat came from One Handed Bandit. He said, "Yo, boss, can you talk about Brian Schottenheimer's press conference after the Jets game? I think when he talks, he says too much, and see if you see the same thing on my trip." I'm gonna check that out, bro. I ain't checked it out yet, but I'm gonna look into it. See, because one-handed, you be on it, my brother. I'm gonna check it. Cause see, a little bit he does. Even without seeing that interview, I would say that. And see, sometimes that comes from ambition. Mm-hmm. And then my boy Trey with a super chat said, "Edge is popping again, Candy."
Let me give y'all a close up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You said close up.
Oh gosh. Please clap it up for his hat, y'all. Thank you. Thank you guys.
So that was the super chats. That was the super chats.
Thank you.
Before we get on these phones, man, let's start talking about Arizona a little bit. What's your thoughts?
You ready to talk about Arizona?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Arizona, man. Like, we got a game coming up.
Just like you said. I mean, what do you want to talk about? Their weaknesses or their strengths first? Let's go with the weaknesses.
What you want to talk about?
Their weakness first.
All right.
You said that they have a possibility to beat us, and you're gonna tell us how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The possibility for them to beat us is here.
You did say that. You did.
That's how they gonna beat us. They would only beat us with the mirror. If we beat ourselves, that's my answer. Next.
Okay, well, I want to talk about their secondary. Last week, they allowed Daniel Jones, the same Daniel Jones that we had a blowout against, to have 321 yards, which is great for our matchups on the offensive side and running plays to CD like we did. CD had a great game last week.
Man.
And if their secondary is laid back like they were with their last game, then that's going to be an open field day for CD. And we might even be able to see all of this versatility that Turpin has and, Mike McCarthy's curiosity with what he can do in the ball. If we get Turpin in the backfield and their defensive backs are laid back there, it's going to be an open field day. We have Turpin, we have running back Dowdle, Pollard, and really myself, I've been curious to see what they all can do and how they all can contribute. I know when we have a play day, and I don't want to call their secondary that weak, but if they are, and if they play how they played against their last opponent, the Giants, against us, then we're going to have a play day in the backfield. And then our tight ends, oh my God, our tight ends, I know I was rough on them last time, but they really
deserved it.
Yeah. And they really showed up against the Jets, and that's what I was looking for. If they have a game again like last a week, again, killing them in the backfield, I mean, we can score at any position. Our everybody will have a field day. Our tight ends, our CD Lamb, the running back. So I'm interested.
Good analysis, man, and I definitely agree with that. It's no doubt, like, absolutely agree with everything that you just said there.
I do have one, well, I won't say concern. It shouldn't really be a problem, but their pass rusher, Dennis Garrett, he had a pretty good game. Well, he's been having he had 2 good games where he was able to accumulate 3 sacks, but our O-line, yes, that guy. Our O-line can counter that no problem, especially if they played how they did last game. They held Dak. They held, sorry, tongue-tied here. But they only
Hold on,
allowed
your tongue got tied again?
Anyway.
Wait. See, you be cooking, and then all of a sudden you just fumble. All that. She was cooking too. She was cooking. Y'all see that? My girl was cooking over there. Wait, I gotta get you for that. And then tongue just vomited.
I got excited. I love football.
I know you was excited. You was killing it. I was over here. Wait, Candy, you can't do that, man. You was doing too good.
Let me take it slowly.
Oh man, you gonna make me hit a button that you hate.
I'm gonna take it. No.
Oh, hell no.
All right, go. I'm messing with you. Don't go. I'm messing with you.
Okay, back to Dennis Garrett. He shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I did see how he was getting to the quarterback swiftly in the last game and the one before that. So if our O-line does what they did in this previous game, then he shouldn't be a problem. They only allowed 1 sack, and really that sack wasn't on our O-line. That was really completely on Dak. He got all out of the pocket, and that play shouldn't happen. So
wait. Let me pause you. Cause see, I'm glad you said that, and good observation by you. Great eyes, Candy. Cause most people would have looked at that sack on paper and would have been like, "Oh, the offensive line gave up a sack." But you're right. When you go look at the play, I got it right here. This is crazy. You talked about it. Let me pull it up. So when you go look at the play, this sack is clearly on Dak and not the offensive line. Dak just held on to this ball. Oh, that's not it. It's the next play. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm trying to,
it should be coming up
I'm
next.
trying to fly the plane, like my boy Law say. You know how that goes. This is the play right here. Dak stops and then runs again, and he was way outside the pocket. He could have just flipped that to the sideline and it wouldn't have been a sack.
Right.
So that was just one of the plays to where Dak sometimes is being a little bit too aggressive. And
I told you, I hate him running in the red zone like that. And
me too.
He ran and did this like.
See, Kent. See, I needed you yesterday when I was debating the OC. I needed you yesterday. Me and the OC went at it. Like we went at it over this. And me and you are I don't think we went at it. It was something else we went at it on. But let me show that play. Y'all give me a second. Now I got, listen. Ooh, I'm good.
He did
I am good. Boy, listen.
What is that flip when it's both ways?
I'm finna show you. Listen, you see how fast I pulled that up? Hold on, man. Let me do something real quick.
That must have been on your heart all night. It's ready.
I've been doing films and breaking down films, so I know where everything is. Yeah. You know how it is. But I got to clap for me right now. Hold on.
It was pretty good.
I had to clap for me on that, how fast I pulled that up. But you right. If we go to this play, oh, I hate that play, Candy. I'm talking about.
Yes, run it back,
Hate it.
please.
I hate it.
It
Go
just
ahead.
looked like we needed some risk management there. Like, go ahead.
Oh, my girl said risk management. Oh, man, please. Oh, my Lord. Look, and see, this is the thing, Candy. Look, I'm going to pause it. Look how far he is.
Watch this mini round off he does. Go
Not
ahead,
just-
where he swings both feet like.
And see, we going to break this all the way down. First, how far is he from the first down mark?
I can't see right here.
Bad eyes. Girl, you need to get your eyes fixed. He is already 7 yards, right at 7 yards
you know
past the first down.
My video screen was over the marker. Okay.
My girl said, yeah, Trey, she said risk management. Say, listen, Candy, God. Boy, let me clap it up for Candy. I clapped it up for me. I got to clap it up for Candy on that one. Ooh, wait.
It makes me nervous.
I got to clap it up.
Go ahead and play his round off.
Lost in translation, I got your super chat, bro. I'm going to come right back to it, big dog. I'm just letting you know, man. I'm going to definitely address that. He put a nice super chat in there, man. We going to address that. But, yeah, he's 7 yards past the Candy. Then, to your point, he get flipped.
That.
And then, worse, he lands on his throwing shoulder.
That.
Thank God he okay.
Like,
He okay, obviously.
yes,
Go ahead,
thank
go ahead.
goodness. But it's just risk management. And I know he's a strong player. He's not fragile. But why? Like that hit right there, it really could have gone south. A serious moment, you know.
Yep.
Like, I hate to bring this up, but like what happened with Chubb, it's football. You know, injuries occur, but that was a gruesome injury. Imagine, you know, and that was almost, well, I won't say the same type of hit, but that was the same location. We don't need that on our quarterback. And I almost feel like Dak goes into this. And I love Dak as a player, as our quarterback. I feel like sometimes he goes into these fight or flight modes. I think he has a little PTSD from when we weren't doing so well. You know, and he did have to take things, matters into his own hands, and he was the leader that everybody said he was. If the plays weren't being made, Dak was going to take that risk and run the ball in himself. So he may have a little PTSD and just is used to taking that initiative. But now that we have all of these great players, all these great defenders, he doesn't have to take that risk.
Are we? Huh?
We're connected.
Are we connected or something?
Wait, why did I do this? We don't have 4 eyes, but yes.
Man, I swear I said the same thing yesterday.
Really? I have to
The
go back.
exact same thing. Yeah. And see, this is the deal.
That's weird.
The crazy thing is this. It happened before. We just forgot. You remember 2018?
Mm-hmm.
We blew out the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to beat Philly to get into the playoffs. We had that game won, and Dak took a hit in the fourth quarter on that shoulder. And that's when he couldn't practice. It was the first time he missed the practice.
Okay.
And he played that Philly game with that shoulder issue that Hurts had last year. And remember, Hurts missed 3 weeks. Dak didn't miss 1 week with the same injury. So what you saying is real and has already happened, and it was from a routine hit like what we saw.
Right.
And it was another time it was unnecessary. But the key thing that you said that's like crazy that we hear on that, I said the same thing. I said Dak sometimes plays like he got to put stuff on his back.
Yes.
And it's like the sack he took, You didn't have to. The game was under control. Like, throw that ball away, live to the next play. You know?
Yeah.
That hit he took, it was like, man, you was 6 yards beyond the chains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wasn't at the chains. You already got that first down with more.
Right.
And some people, boss, calm down, boss Candy. Boss Candy. Come on, you guys. I thought you guys was the Sweet Tooth channel for the Cowboys. You guys sound sour to me. Nah,
I'm not. I'm just protective of our quarterback.
It's that simple.
As we should be.
He
has been injured before.
Right. Ooh.
And we were in the frenzy, like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna come in? Are they gonna be able to fill those shoes? Like, why put ourselves in that position if we don't have to? And I don't know. He could be listening to outside noise. That could just be the coaches, telling him to take that initiative. Whatever it is, I don't think that it's necessary. That's all I'm saying. Protect yourself. I want him to have longevity in the league and not have injuries or put himself at risk, and he doesn't have to.
You don't have to. Candy, let's take some calls.
Freestyle with Boss Candy.
Call in.
Hello?
Where Candy go?
I'm here.
All right. I don't see you.
I'm here.
Oh, you had to do something?
Had to
fix something?
That's to my screen.
Gotcha. You have to work some magic.
Yes.
All right, so we turning on the phones now, y'all. And then we go take some calls. Hear from the people.
Remember, y'all, I can hear you. I'll be waving.
All right, so we got Chris 214 in the building. Chris, give me 1 second, big dog. All right, let me show this number. Man, I don't got the number. Yeah, I know I did. All right, so oh, y'all need the phone number. There it is. I was being goofy. Come on. While we waiting on them to call in, we got to do the old man. Come on.
We got to do the what?
We got to do the old man.
What is that?
That's the old man. That's the G-Town. That's the G-Town.
You know I'm not dancing. That's not.
You got.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I don't care where you go. It's always an old man. They gonna do the loop-de-loop. They go. You know the old man. Candy, you know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Hey, come on now. I can tell you a Southerner. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I have no clue.
I'm finna lock these phones, man. Y'all better get up in here.
I like that hat.
You like this hat? Guess who got this hat? Sadiqa Charles got this hat for your boy. Miss Charles. Yep.
Y'all, I like hats.
Wear your hat. Please don't wear no hats. I don't even want to see no hats. I don't want to see no hats. Yeah, man.
I'm going to have one on next time.
All right, so I think we got us a full house, so I'm finna lock the phones. I'm finna lock it in 10 seconds, y'all. 1.
All right. Stay in church. Keep it to 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yep. I'm counting this thing down. Don't come in late and say I ain't, I'm counting down. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting kind of fast, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9, 10.
Well, there it is. There it is. All right, so we got a full house now.
The conference has been locked.
It's locked. Here we go. 817, you live.
Alright. What up, boss? Hey, Candy. So pretty much I got like 3 points. So for one, I do agree with you, boss. I feel like Dak needs to be way more conservative. Because, to be honest with you, you do not have to take these type of hits. And me personally, I think what happened when he took off, he was looking at the end zone, and he wasn't looking at where he needed to be, like to slide down.
Yeah.
And so when he was looking, the guy undercut him, and he landed right on the shoulder. And like I said, we know he has like shoulder history and legs and stuff like that. I'm okay with him running, but I need him to protect himself. I need Dak to protect Dak.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Well said.
And my question, I guess question to both y'all is, so do y'all feel like Tolbert will kind of replace Gallup soon? Because I feel like Gallup is there, but I feel like he's just running for cardio. He's not really like getting like separation like he needs to be. It's like he still kind of haven't came back to his old self yet.
What else you got, bro? Because I'm gonna try to address it all. We gonna address it all for you, bro. You
Okay.
got Gallup versus you get messy. You messy. What's your name? What's your name? You mess ass. What's your
My
name?
name's Deshaun. I've been a long time follower. I've been following for almost like a year now.
Man,
Like
appreciate it,
you're
dog.
probably one of my favorite YouTubers.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you might one of my favorite YouTubers. I guess my last point would be the Kellen Moore situation. So the thing about it, boss, everybody hopped on now. Everybody's like, Kellen Moore, like it was one Marcus Spears. He was talking about the Kellen Moore situation. I looked down at the comments and it was me and this other guy saying Boss Cowboys said it first before he did. And I was laughing at it.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that if you could have seen the 3 or 4 letter network face when they had to stand there and apologize to Mike McCarthy because they thought they made fun of him. They thought he was stupid. They thought he was a fool. They thought he was just this. He thought he was an idiot.
Yeah.
And
They
now
thought
they're
he was
looking
an
and
old
seeing
fart. That's how they treated him, like he was an old fart. Facts.
Like he's an old fart.
Yep.
And guess what? Kellen's only 2 because of his play call compared to what we're at right now.
Right.
But that's all I got. Nice meeting you, Candy, and I'll call you later, boss.
What's your name though, bro? Because I'm gonna lock you in. It was a good call.
All right. My name's Deshaun.
Deshaun. All right, I'm locking you in, Deshaun. So when you call in, I'm gonna address you by name next time. All right.
All right.
All right, man. Good call. All right, let me lock him in. Give me 1 second, Deshaun. I like them smart callers. He was a good call, huh? Candy?
Yeah. He
All
was.
right, let's talk about it. So he said, is Gallup getting supplanted basically by Jalen Tolbert? What's your thoughts on that?
I actually had that thought about what exactly was going on with Gallup because I saw, I saw a little something, and his name has certainly been out of the media. And last year, he was a much bigger conversation piece than he is now. So it does make me wonder, is he getting pushed out just silently? And I would say that it's a possibility.
It's definitely a possibility.
I mean, I hope for the best for him, but
Me too.
Given the Cowboys, their track record, and when we have injury-prone players, and I have this theory about, let's see, how old is Gallup? I have a theory about when players are like 27 with the Cowboys, they're injury-prone, we tend to get rid of them.
Yeah, and
especially with this new offense, like, not saying that we don't need him, but we have so many options, so many plays we can run, so many styles of play that is not even like the game before
he
our
might not
first
fit.
game.
He might not fit. This
Yeah,
offense.
that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like our first game, I was upset that our receivers weren't getting the ball as much, but that's because they didn't have to. Our tight ends didn't have the greatest game, but we had those options. We have these 2 good tight ends that we could throw to. We have these running backs that we can run the ball with. So it may not fit.
I'm gonna just say it's early. I'm gonna give it 2 more games, and then I'm gonna have some strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the next call. 937, you live.
What's going on, boss? How you doing, Candy?
What's going on? Who is this?
I was
Hi.
calling you. It's JR, man.
What's up, J Rod? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. Hey, listen. I think I'm drinking the Dak Kool-Aid right now, man. I think over the years, I think it was the system that he was in. Because this Mike McCarthy system has got him playing good.
Yeah.
And I think that as soon as we get our left guard back, we'll be all right. I think I'm going to be a little messy right here. I think that we should set Tyron Smith, put Tyler Smith at left tackle, and put I think his name. What's the guy that took the guy's place last week from the guard position?
Oh,
Bass.
TJ. Bass.
Yeah, I think we should put him in and let him ride. Yep, because that'll be a good combination, man. Because he's a good guard, man.
You messy.
What you think?
I like mess though. I like mess.
I know.
I like mess. See, because what you saying, bro, and what I love about what you saying is all about competition. Like my boy Marcus asked me, "Are we doing competition Tuesdays?" Yes, I'm going back to competition Tuesdays because people used to love that. Where we talk about the internal competitions to make this team better. And you being greedy for one, and bro, I really appreciate that. And see, when you balling, we should give you an opportunity. And I'm open to what you're saying. I'm very open to what you're saying. The only thing is that from my eyes right now, T. Smith look like some kind of way he's reversed the clock this time. So
yeah, but he's like an accident waiting to happen, though, man. I'm talking about we should get these boys ready.
Yeah, I can't.
That's all I got to say.
Good call, great call, J. Rob. Man, I got you locked too. So if you go bring in calls like that, make
this JR, this JR, man, this JR.
My bad. Hold on, let me fix that, bro. I had you on the J. Rob because I would have. Hold on. That boy said, hold on, boy, this is JR. Get my name right. All right. I got you locked in as JR, okay?
Yeah.
Good call,
y'all have a blessed day, man.
You too. All right, man. That was a fire call. You have any thoughts on that, Candy?
No, I agree, but I would like to see that. I would like to see how that change-up works. And, guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm waving. You just can't hear me.
Let me take this super chat just real quick. Then I'm gonna finish these calls because we got another super chat that came in a while ago. Lost in Translation podcast. That's a good name, by the way, too, man. You know what I'm saying? You could tell other YouTubers because they be having some real cool names. You know what I mean? You know, Boss really put a lot of thought into these channels, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the community that's growing the spaces. Because I actually say this, man, I want as many people addicted to YouTube as possible. Because if they addicted to YouTube and they getting their entertainment to YouTube, they go eventually discover Candy. They go eventually discover Boss. And they go get them some Boss Candy. You know what I mean? And we gonna make them have a cavity because we gonna be putting so much sugar on them. But Lost in Translation said, "Boss."
You think he's so smooth?
That was kind of average, wasn't it? They didn't come out as smooth as I wanted. I was trying to. It was kind of. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a judge. I'm a grade. I'm a grade. That was kind of.
It was a C.
I'm gonna give it just a Rick Ross on that. That's all. I ain't getting too much more than that. But he said, "Boss, a lot of people complain about our red zone efficiency and that we settle for field goals. McCarthy has no problem scoring. It was about milking the clock and controlling time of possession." Hey, and Lost in Translation, bro. In what world do we complain about a kicker that went 5 for 5? And do people really believe Mike McCarthy was not trying to score?
Yeah.
Like, and then another thing, Candy, people forgot that our offense didn't have no preseason with each other. The starters didn't play. Yeah. They still rusty and they put up third on that top defense. They rusty. So anyway, he got a good point. Very good super chat. Let's take another call. All right, real quick. One-handed bandit. You live.
Yo, what's up, boss?
What's
I
up? Man?
want to talk about the Brian Schottenheimer thing. Man, I just don't like it. Like, I have a 4-minute clip. I'm gonna at you on Twitter, but I'll talk about a little bit like on the video. Like, he was talking about how the receivers know the progression and how he's in systems that receivers don't. He talked about how the just defense is a match, or what do you say? It's a matchup defense where the DBs are always facing the quarterback, and said that like if the clock in the receiver's head don't click right with Dak, things can go wrong. Or he also said that like it I'm gonna send it to you. Like I'll at you on Twitter, because like there was only 4 minutes of it. He talked for 18 minutes. It just didn't sit right with me of how much he said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And see, I'm with you on that, because Kelly Moore used to do the same thing and give it away. Like
yeah, I really hope that,
because me and Jay Tuck broke him down based on him talking too much. Like, he was telling us how his offense worked, and I was like, he was like, we take what the defense gives us.
Yeah, I don't want him to say so much. You know, if the team watch the tape or watch the press conferences. Like, I hope that people start seeing that, where like you say something and it spreads like wildfire, and he starts dialing down a bit. Not saying don't talk about anything about football or like some of the things you do, right? But just don't go way out there. And if that doesn't work, I hope Mike McCarthy pulls him aside and says, hey, dial back a little bit. Because he's the type of guy that doesn't say a lot. You know what I mean?
Right. Mike McCarthy, he's a smoke screener.
Yep.
See,
yep,
Mike
exactly.
McCarthy will tell you that the path is left and he'll go right.
Exactly. Or whatever they ask, he just doesn't go really in depth at all. It's very,
vanilla.
Like, vanilla, not,
And sometimes
stuff
coaches
that you
do
don't
that.
seem to know.
Sometimes coaches
he's talking
do
about
that.
Dak's feet too. He's talking about Dak's feet and how his feet has to work with the receivers and this and that. But
the only thing about that, though, the only thing I'll say about that one-handed, that particular information is kind of like public information, though. Like,
obviously, I know that part's public.
But I do want to hear it, because the way you're talking about it, you saying is more, and I want to see if he's talking too much, and I will say it if I see it. So, tag me, and I'm gonna look at it.
Clip.
Tag me.
Yeah, I'll send you that 4-minute clip, and then afterward, just go on the Dallas Cowboys YouTube and watch it.
I'll go
and
watch
then,
the whole
what
thing.
I want to say about the Cardinals, what I want to watch about these Cardinals is we're gonna destroy them, bro. I watched the Corey Media's little video he did on it with the film breakdown. And Josh, whatever his name, what is it? Josh Downs, not Josh Downs, whatever his name is. He's a one-read quarterback. He had people open when he ran in for that touchdown against the Giants last week. He had a wide-open person coming across the middle right in front of his face, and instead of him throwing it, he ran it. He's a one-read quarterback. We're gonna destroy him, and he loves throwing to his tight ends. He loves throwing to Earth. And Jalen Curse is going to sit down. Plain and simple. But I'm sorry, but I think this is a 50-burger game. I thought the Jets were going to be a 50-burger, but I underestimated that defense. I really did. I didn't think they were going to be as good just because of how bad Zach Wilson was probably going to play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I think this is going to be a 50-burger. By the end of the third quarter or beginning of fourth, it's going to be backups. That's just my opinion. They're not a good team.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
No,
I hope they do that. I don't want them to be up by 30. I don't want them to be up by 30 and still playing Dak in the fourth quarter. If they're up by like 20 or 30, just put in Cooper Rush or Trey Lance. I don't care. Keep everyone healthy. Get Jalen Brooks some balls, some throws in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But I'll send that to you after the show.
Okay, man. I'll be looking for it. Appreciate it, one-handed.
All right. Have a great night, man.
You too. And see, listen, y'all. I really be looking at this stuff too, man. When y'all send me stuff, I look at it. I do. Because a lot of content that I do come from y'all. Y'all bring stuff to my attention. You know what I mean? That I didn't even know was out there. It's so many times, Candy, I've done shows based on like one-handed, like, boss, did you see this? And then I just be scrolling through Twitter, driving or something. I'd be like, nah. And I
Hope
gotta
you're
talk
not tweeting and driving.
Yeah, I did admit that I be tweeting and driving. I'll be at a light.
Yeah, because that's better.
Yeah. But did you have any thoughts on what he said, though? Because did you have any thoughts on that?
No, he said a lot.
Yeah. Now, he right, though.
I remember him from
the last
call. He's legit.
Yeah. So, we got one more call.
But
Chris,
I did
214. Yeah, he nice.
What's going on?
Go ahead.
What's up with it, Chris?
What's going on, boss?
Chilling on.
Hey, what's up, Candy? Yeah, boss. So I remember last night you and the OC was going at it about. I think you were saying, "Hey, listen, I want Dak to be less aggressive."
A little bit.
I felt 1,000% what you were saying. You wasn't saying right, exactly. You wasn't saying dink and dunk, don't take no chances. You was basically just saying, hey, listen, Dak, drive the bus. You may have a couple stop signs where, hey, you may have to empty out that clip from time to time, but just do your job. Because listen, our defense is killing two birds with one stone. Yeah. And when I say that, I'm saying you choking out the offense. You keeping the other team's defense on the field.
Yeah.
Because you're so great, because you're stopping their offense. Right. So, hey, he just got to just keep doing what he's doing, and I'm really a big fan of, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's gonna be some games this year where hey, Dak, you gotta empty that clip. Yep. We all know that time is coming, but until we reach that, let's keep doing what we doing, man. Time of possession is king. All day, and that's all I have to say.
Man, Chris. And see what you said, bro, like, I didn't see how I was like, how is this even a debate? Cause it's like it was almost like it was sounding like I was saying like Dak don't take no chances. I wasn't saying that. I was saying
no, you wasn't saying that at all.
At all. I was like, yeah, sometimes, try to fit it in windows, but if the check down is there, take the check down. Like, for real, I mean that. Like, you don't have to be aggressive with this defense. Like, just be methodical. Like, Tom Brady won many Super Bowls as a game manager. Chris, how did game management become an evil term? Because Dak, did you know that Dak win 98% of games that he has no turnovers? And when the OC said, so if he throws an interception, so what? I was like, what? No! Like, when Dak throws no interceptions and has no turnovers, we have a 98% chance of winning.
Hey, boss, you sound like a robot, boss.
Oh, you sound like a robot.
Not to cut you off, but you sound like a robot.
Oh, I do? I thought you did. All right. Man, but Chris, you had me going. I end this call, but damn good call. I hate to end it. Because I was finna go there. Appreciate it, Chris. That was a good call, though, for real, man. He almost had me going. All right, man. That was Chris, man. Chris 214. All right, Candy.
You already know how I feel.
Say what now?
I said you already know how I feel.
One more time.
I said you already know how I feel about it. You don't have to risk it.
If you don't have to risk it, don't. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. And like I saw
At that
people,
point, it's just for
I saw people
aesthetics.
like, boss, you're nitpicking 4 plays. It's like, it's not about beating the Jets. I'm trying to prepare for San
It
Fran.
only takes one play. It only takes one play to.
Right. So I'm like, I ain't supposed to say nothing. Like when I think he should slide, should I just be, that was just one play.
Exactly.
Or when he tried to thread the needle into Gallup and got him hit hard. Gallup got hit hard because he laid it out there to Gallup, and he had a wide open check down. He did not have to fit that in. He did not have to take that sack because the game was way under control. He could have easily just flipped that out of bounds, and then he wouldn't have lost no yards on that play, and the offensive line wouldn't have had no sacks counting against them.
And a part of me wonders if all of that, or some of that, stems from all of the outside noise.
Yes.
Previous games, Dak didn't do anything.
Dak doesn't carry the team.
He isn't a high caliber quarterback. They're getting rid of him this season. So part of me wonders if he's just trying to prove it.
Can you say that one more time? I need to make a clip out of what you said. Wait, hold on, y'all. Y'all better clap it up for Candy, damn it. If you ain't never clapped for Candy, clap it up today. Can you say that one more time?
Yes, I think that he's listening possibly to the outside noise.
Yep.
And is just trying to live up to the expectations that he's hearing. Oh, they're going to get rid of Dak after this season. Dak isn't doing anything. He didn't do anything.
He
in that
doesn't
first
carry
game.
the team. He doesn't put the
He
team on his
doesn't carry
back.
the team. Yes, and part of that conversation probably stems from the quarterbacks that they hold at high rankings. We see Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback. I call him a running back. Like Jalen Hurts, he's a great player, but he runs a lot. Same thing with Patrick Mahomes. These are both quarterbacks they hold in very high regards. They were both in the Super Bowl last year. So he's probably looking at it, people on the outside, like, well, he needs to be a running quarterback like that. That's when you don't have any other options, or you don't have the greatest options.
You breaking up. You breaking up. Say that again. You breaking up. Say that again.
At which part?
Just this last part.
Well, basically, I said that they're looking at all of the quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes both made it to the Super Bowl. Those are two quarterbacks that they hold in very high standards. And they're looking and comparing Dak to that and how much those quarterbacks were thinking Dak has to do the same thing. But you only have to do that if you have to do that. Dak has other options. He has wide receivers, tight ends, running backs that are all reliable that he can do that with. He doesn't have to.
I hate your Wi-Fi today because you cooking.
Oh my God!
You cooking. And it got blood coming out the chicken. I'm talking about you cooking. I'm telling you, you ever eat some chicken that's good, then you look at it like, oh, it's blood. That's what you doing, right? I'm talking about, hey, she cooking. Oh, and you know, because it's crazy because you read my mind. You saying what I've been thinking. Are they in Dak's head? Cause you said some real stuff like he playing like it's PTSD, like I gotta put and it's like
Diddy on my back.
Now dry this bus, dog, and still make your big throws. Just don't take no unnecessary risks with the ball. Be safe.
Right.
Just be safe, bro. Like don't take no hits. Slide. Like I really believe in my whole heart. Dak is getting ready to win a Super Bowl, and that defense go carry him.
Right.
And all he got to do is be safe. He
enjoy
already cold. Just enjoy the ride. That don't mean he ain't.
And I don't know if he sees that or believes that in himself, because there's so much outside talk about anything. He could have a great game. They're gonna talk about it. He should have done this. He could have the best game of his career, and they're going to have something to say about it. So I think that all of that is getting into his head, and he's trying to cover every angle. Like, I'm going to pass the ball. I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to do this move. And he doesn't have to do that. Not with the team that we have this season.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know to some people it sound like we nitpicking. We really not. Candy loves
I'm not
that.
nitpicking, but
No, I just know how people are. But he had an 81% completion percentage. Come on, y'all. It's like, yeah, but he also landed on his shoulder. I supposed to not say nothing about that? I supposed to just clap up my quarterback
And
could have
those-
been injured? Like
those plays like that add up. We don't always necessarily know when they're hurt with the spot. Like, was that last season or season before last when Zeke played hurt throughout the whole season? And I could tell he was slowing down, but everybody just thought Zeke was declining. Zeke wasn't really good, but Zeke was playing hurt throughout the season. He was taking those small hits here and there, and it played a toll on his body. By the time we got to the end of the season, Zeke was not at full capacity because he had been putting the team on his back. And that was the season that they, really saw that, but not something that he was taking those little hits. So why would our quarterback be taking these little hits and these little injury risks? And when we need him the most at the end of the season, that's our quarterback.
That's our quarterback. Like, look at this. Look at this. My boy say, it's football. You get hit like that. CD did a flip in the air. What about that? See,
CD's a wide receiver.
Right.
They're agile, different.
Right. And
built different.
Yes.
And to say that CD did a flip in the air, right? Remember Antonio Brown? Antonio Brown literally took gymnastics during offseason to prep for doing flips and things in the game. So our wide receivers prep for things like that so that they can go up in the air and flip if they need to, so that they can do whatever to catch the ball. They do those little footwork drills and things like that for that. But Dak, he's doing quarterback workouts, and that's our one.
My boss said Dak is 250 pounds. Yeah. How would you feel if 250 pounds landed on his shoulder?
Or flipped in the air.
Yeah, flipped in the air. Like the Reaper. Remember 2018, okay, bro? This has happened before. We not making it up. This is the thing. Dak was 6 yards past the first down. So don't talk like, oh, hits just happened, like he took a sack or something. We ain't talking about something he couldn't avoid. He could have clearly avoided that, bro. Like, it's sometimes we honestly gotta just, in my opinion, we gotta say things that other people not go say.
Yeah, and it's not as.
Because if I'm looking at,
wanting our quarterback to be weak or thinking that he's not capable, he doesn't have to do that. He can show his strengths in other ways. He can pass the ball, so let him pass the ball.
Look how far he is past them chains, man.
And look who was open, the tight end. He could have stopped right there, slid, or stopped and threw that pass.
Nah, he was past the line of scrimmage on that, so he couldn't have threw it.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh,
you couldn't see the film. I could see the film. You can't see the film. But
yeah, I'm moving my little window thing around.
No, it's cool. But he was 7 yards past the first down. He could have easily avoided that, the Reaper. We saw quarterbacks all weekend slide right here. I saw Mahomes slide a lot.
I was going to say, you know who will slide in a minute?
Mahomes.
I know he played baseball. Because Mahomes does a home plate slide.
Man, every time. Because, see, Candy played baseball, so she know a baseball slide. Mahomes will slide so, poop, like, up, you thought you was going to hit me, didn't you? Nope.
And it's smooth.
It's
so smooth.
You can't touch me. I'm finna get back up and hurt you again with my arm. I don't care that he 250. What you want Dak to be, a fullback? Like, no,
Right.
I don't care about him being 250. He could be 400, all muscle. I don't want him taking no hits like that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, and my boy said, why didn't he slide? Jeez, Dak be tripping. Like, for real, like, that's what she was talking about. That's why it was a real comment she said is, man, it's like sometimes he need to know that off switch. And
It's like
real friends tell you, like, somebody is disloyal if they see you potentially getting ready to hurt yourself and they say nothing. That's disloyal. I'm not going to be over here amening my quarterback potentially getting hurt all because I didn't have the courage to say, bro, slide.
right.
Slide.
It's
I'm not
like
finna pat you on the back and, oh, this football. Oh, this. No, hell no. Don't put yourself in that situation. You're our quarterback on a great team.
put yourself in that situation. And we have a good team. It's like when you have something good and it appears good, believe that it's good. Act like it's good. So we have a good team. He just has to believe that he's okay, not happy to do what he had to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a good thing. Believe it.
We have a good thing. Believe it. But also, we also respect people that disagree with our opinion. So
Yeah.
So
now, of course,
if you think
I know
different, that's
from
fine.
watching Dak. I know from watching Dak over the years, he has that mentality. I'm going to go and get it. I'm just saying that he doesn't have to take that risk. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. But y'all, it was another one. The Boss Candy Show. What's your final words and how can they find you before we get out of here, Candy?
My final words are my final words. I'm ready for the Arizona Cardinals game. I kind of agreed with the caller that we had earlier. It's going to be another blowout game for the Cowboys. That's not me just saying that. That's me looking at what the Arizona Cardinals have to bring to the table and what we've been bringing to the table. If we play like we've been playing, we'll be good. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram at Candy's Locker Room and on Twitter at Candy Lamb.
And I'm Boss Cowboy Sports. This was Boss Candy. I always enjoy doing Boss Candy with my sister. She does a great job. I like how she speaks her mind. She is with the shit. That's one of my favorite drops. I always try to find a way to say that.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
Like I like how she speak her mind. We go back and forth. It be real. And just good analysis. I like independent analysis. So good job, Candy, and I always appreciate it. But this is Boss Candy, bringing y'all another one, man. We enjoyed the show. Hopefully y'all did too. And y'all come back, man. Show us some love, man, because we going to keep doing this. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, you go hear from Boss and Candy. Don't leave without hitting that like button. We love y'all. We out. Stay up. Peace.
Bye.